Namaskaram and hello everyone. I am back with another episode of Know Thy Exams, and this time the exam that we are going to discuss is SNAP. My name is Karishma, in case you are new to the channel, and I am a VARC educator. This channel is meant to give you all information related to MBA entrances and other competitive exams. And I'm also trying to solve some good quality questions with you to enable you to understand how do we actually go about solving VRC questions. Today, it's not a session based on questions, but a session which will help you understand the SNAP better. Let's dive into the session without much delay. SNAP is basically Symbiosis National Aptitude and it is a computer based test. These days, all exams are computer based, all of them are online exams. So, SNAP is also CBT, which is a computer based test, as you can see, and it is organized by the Symbiosis group of institutions. So, if you want to do an MBA program from any of Symbiosis colleges, then SIU, which is the Symbiosis International Deemed University, organizes SNAP, and you're supposed to take SNAP CBT so that you can get into their colleges. Now, Symbiosis International has multiple colleges, like really a lot of colleges. If you go to their website, you will see that there are so many colleges in Pune itself, and Pune is like the hub, and you have so many SNAP divisions there. But apart from Pune, you also have SNAP colleges in Bengaluru, Noida, Nashik, Hyderabad, and Nagpur. Now, assuming that most of you are CAT aspirants and you wanted to take SNAP as well, there are a few things that you should understand before you fill the form. And also, today's session will enable you to decide whether or not you should fill the form. And if at all you are filling the form, then how do you go about preparing for it? At least for the VARC section. So, this is what the session is going to be about largely. The first thing that you need to understand is that you need to register yourself for the SNAP test. You will pay a registration fee for the SNAP test, and then you will have to choose the program that you want to apply to, because there are multiple programs that are being offered by SIU, which is Symbiosis International University. Then you will have to pay the registration fee, and in case you are opting for multiple programs, then there is a separate fee for every program. After you are shortlisted for the program and you get a call from them, which means you clear the cutoffs and you get a call after the SNAP results are out, there is another program known as GEPI VAT. GE is group exercise, PI is personal interview. I think everybody knows that. And VAT is the writing ability test, which means essay writing. So then you will be called for the GEPI VAT program, and after that, the final results are released. So that's the selection process for you. The registration process, including the payment of the registration fee for SNAP and the institutes, is integrated, which means it is one. And you can complete the entire registration and everything on the same portal, which is snaptest.org. So, this is the website you got to visit. It is an objective test, which means there are multiple choice questions only. And it's a computer based test, which means it is held online. Every question will have four responses, four options, and you will have to choose the appropriate response. Usually, there is a +1 -2.5 marking that happens. So 25% negative marks will mean -0.25, and +1 is for the correct answer. You can this year take SNAP for 3 times. Until last year, SNAP used to be held twice, all right? So people could take 2 attempts. This year, you can opt for taking 3 attempts. So you can take the SNAP thrice this year. The candidate should be graduate from any university with a 50% marks or equivalent grade. If you have reservations, then 45% marks are also accepted. If you're in your final year, then also you can apply, because then you will be taking your final year exams in June and you will be joining college only after that. So, which means no drop year in that case. What are the important dates this year? The registrations have begun on the 4th of August. They've already started. The registration closes pretty late in November end, but I would again recommend that you fill the form ASAP and do not wait for even September. Forget November. The reason is that when you fill the forms early, you are free, because you know that your job is done mentally and you can devote your time to studies accordingly, and you have a danda on your head ki mere ko padna hai. Also, when we are choosing the centers of our choice, the cities of our choice, the people who fill the form first are likely to get centers of their choice. All right. Of course, the payment will also close on the same day, which is November. The admit card is absolutely going to be live on around December 5, which is the first week of December when your IFT will take place. And the test will be held on 3 dates: December 10, December 18, and December 23. They are Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. So 3 weeks, thrice the paper can be taken. I'm sure there are a lot of people who will take it at least twice, if not thrice, because once you take the exam and you are more sure about it, and you think that you can score maybe 5 marks extra, 6 marks extra, a lot of people choose to give it again. Also, by the time we reach these dates, December, you've already taken your NMAT, your CAT, and your IFT. So a lot of people who've spoiled these exams will also try to take snap and make the most of it. I know a lot of people who did very well in snap simply because they knew that they now have no options, and they thought that was completely out of their league. So I hope that you do well in all your exams, but I'm just being honest with you about what happens really every year. The results will be announced on 10th of January, yeah, in 2023. So you can take up to 3 tests, and if you're taking more than one test, then whatever is your higher score out of the three will be considered for the final percentile calculation. There is no normalization that happens. They follow a rigorous process, the website says, and they make sure that there are unique questions of all topics across all the question papers, which means 3 question papers. And the normal spread is done in such a way that there is no unfair advantage if you are taking the test, let's say, on the last date, rather than taking it on the first date or the second date. Now, there are really a lot of rumors in the market. I have heard a lot of students say, last wala snap tough aata hai, first wala snap easy aata hai, beach wala snap tough aata hai, etc. I would recommend that you stay away from all of these rumors and from all the marketing gimmick that brands do simply by giving you things like that, and stick to what is given on the official website. And the official website says that no correspondence will be entertained regarding this, so you cannot question the college about it. There is no normalization, and the examiners are making sure that the paper is similar in difficulty level across the 3 papers. So I would recommend that you stay away from rumors, take a chill pill, and take 1, 2, or 3 exams as and when you like. You should not be making any mistakes while filling your form, because then if your information that you filled in is not accurate and you want to make any changes, then it's a hassle, and that hassle can also be done till 24th of November. Only after that, no changes can be made in your form. Okay. Also, please remember that the passport size photograph that you're using in the form should not be more than 3 months old. ये नहीं कि आप अपना 4 साल पुराना passport photograph लगा रहे हैं. All right. उसके बाद आता है, अगर पेपर निकल जाता है तो शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग राउंड, अगर कॉल आती है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं GEPI और वैट, ग्रुप एक्सरसाइज, पर्सनल इंटरव्यू या पर्सनल इंटरैक्शन और राइटिंग एबिलिटी टेस्ट. ये आपके परसेंटाइल पे बेस्ड कॉल आता है तो आपको देना होगा. और जो इंस्टीट्यूट से आपको कॉल आएगा, सिम्बियोसिस के जिस कॉलेज से आएगा, वो अपने वेबसाइट पे इसका इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको देगा. अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूट अलग अलग GEPI वैट करवाता है और आपके कट ऑफ्स आपको देता है, आप उसको ट्रैक करते हैं, तो उसके बाद आपको कॉल आती है और फिर उसके बाद जाके आप ये प्रोसेस फॉलो करते हैं GEPI वैट का, और ये क्लियर होता है तो फिर आपको फाइनल एडमिशन कॉल आता है. अगर आप वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे तो आप देख सकते हैं कि वहाँ पर बहुत सारे ऐसे कॉलेजेस हैं जो स्नैप का स्कोर एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि कुछ ऐसे स्कोर्स हैं थोड़े ऑफ बीट जिसमें स्नैप नहीं देना पड़ता है, स्पोर्ट्स एक्सेट्रा के स्कोर के कोर्सेज हो गए या फार्मास्यूटिकल्स के. बट अदरवाइज जो ज़्यादातर लोग जो MBA देते हैं, MBA के लिए एंट्रेंस एग्जाम देते हैं, उस सब में स्नैप का स्कोर एक्सेप्ट होता है. सो इफ़ यू लुक, SIBM Pune is their top college. SMHRD is also very well known for HR and business analytics, infrastructure development and management, and in their core MBA. SIIB is also very famous. SIMC is very famous for media and communication. A lot of mass comm people, media and communication people, creative people go for SIMC. So these are only the famous colleges, and the other colleges are good as well. You can check out the list of the 15 colleges that are accepting SNAP scores on the website. I have also given you the list in case you want to go through it. Just go through it. All right. Then the merit list is based on the following parameters. So they're giving you, so the exam is of 60 marks. It is scaled down to 50. So you will be given marks out of 50 for your entrance test. Then there is a group exercise on which you are marked out of 10. There is a PI interview on which you're marked out of 30. There is an essay writing on which you are marked out of 10. And then the total is 100. All right. Then there is general English or verbal ability, as we call it, VARC. Now, there is no RC here, it's a purely VA section. There is no RC in SNAP. There are 15 questions of 1 mark each, 15 marks. Analytical reasoning, logical reasoning, जिसे आप LR कहते हैं, is 25 questions and 25 marks. The weightage to LR is maximum. QA and DI are coming together. QA, DI, and DS are coming together is 20 marks, 20 questions, and the total is 60 marks. I just realized that probably you can't see the right bottom of the screen because I think my video must be appearing there. So I have written it for you here to avoid that inconvenience, and I apologize for the mistake. So then VA is going to cost you 15 marks, no RCs, LR 25 marks, maximum weightage, QA DI DS 20 marks, 60 marks, 60 questions, 60 minutes. Okay, and then this is normalized or scaled down to 50. Okay, so the maximum weightage is given to the personal interaction and the snap score. Then of course 10 marks are given to WAT and group exercise, right? Another thing that I want to talk about is a lot of you have been asking me to talk about strategy. कैसे तैयारी करें? Now a big problem with CAT aspirants is that CAT aspirants are obsessed with RC. I am somehow not in agreement with people who tell you कि RC कर लो and VA छोड़ लो. I have always been a teacher who has said that do all VA questions because they don't have negative marking. You can of course choose to leave the ones that have negative marking like para summary, but you should be doing the para jumbles and odd man out. And maybe you can do 3 out of 4 RCs or 4 out of 5 RCs depending on the pattern of the paper. We're expecting 4 RCs this year. Well, what happens is that because most of us want to crack CAT first and the other exams, take a back seat, the CAT crowd is really, really obsessed with RC, and then they end up performing miserably in the OMETs or the other management entrance tests, as we call them. So, if you are a wise student, then you should not just confine yourself to CAT, and especially if you're a fresher and you really don't have an income to show, you should take all exams. You don't know what will work in your favor. So, if you are taking SNAP, you should remember that SNAP is a non RC exam. So if your CAT prep is nice, you may not still, you may yet spoil the SNAP. You may not do well in SNAP. So if you are taking SNAP, then you should solve grammar questions. You should solve vocab questions. You can do questions like, idioms and phrases and phrasal verbs. Okay. And you should also be concentrating on VA questions like para jumbles. And the best source of studying here would be you can do a lot of practice from the NMAT official guide because it has a lot of analogy based questions and everything. You can also solve past year papers of IIFT, NMAT, and SNAP. Now, all of these exams give you a lot of questions based on grammar, vocab, idioms, phrases, parajumbles, etc. And when you solve them, please make sure that you're not spending more than. So, in grammar or vocab questions, you might have to take something as less as 30 to 40 seconds. Yeah, in deductive reasoning questions also, say logs. I have taught you the tick cross method in the classes. You cannot take more than 30 to 40 seconds here. Maximum you have is 1 minute, and that 1 minute really exists on paper. It's not actually something that's given to you because you might want to save some time in one question and spend those extra seconds in a more detailed or a calculation based question. So now when it comes to 15 questions that are non RC, you should make sure that you have a good amount of practice, timed practice, where you're solving grammar, vocab, idioms, phrases, fill in the blanks, analogies, match the column, close test, parajumbles, etc. in literally in seconds. Syllogisms also, connectives also, questions on figures of speech, for instance. All of these should be done in seconds. So whenever you're practicing for SNAP, do pay attention to the areas that you have been ignoring for CAT. Okay, the preparation is absolutely the opposite. And you should also be doing previous year papers. We will also do some practice. You can let me know your requirements and your feedback in the comments section. And we will do a lot of previous year questions probably on YouTube itself. So those are the sources that you can, use. Apart from this, any masterclass or any workshop that your institute or your mock cat subscribe, whatever brand you are using for mocks, for example, IMS for simcats and so on. You can use their omets also, their mocks also. Sectional tests are also a good idea to start with and to prepare for the questions. So whatever practice you are doing, please remember speed is paramount. Okay, and therefore you should be doing a lot of timed practice and solve all those easy looking questions in, खट 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 फटाफट करने की आदत आपको डालनी पड़ेगी. So those are my 2 cents on how you should be mentally prepared for the exam and how you should be going about it. I would strongly recommend that you fill your forms ASAP and get done with the registration. And of course, if you find the session useful, I would request you to please subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your friends. We'll be back very soon with more practice sessions on NMAT and SNAP, strategy about CAT, and of course, more questions from the previous year question papers, which will actually give you the idea कि एग्जाम आता कैसे है और ऐसे questions के साथ हमें कैसे उनको deal करना होता है. So we will come up with all those useful sessions in the near future. You can let us know your suggestions and feedback in the comment box below. Please fill your forms as soon as possible and take good care of yourselves. See you very soon. Bye bye.